I'm Robin and this is Pete. We're here for our first attempt at a war game report video. I write for Geek Dad, and so if this goes well, then it might be a series on there, which would be great. Some of you, if you read Geek Dad, I wrote an article when Age of Sigmar first came out called Foolish New World, where I was a little bit sceptical about some of the changes that Games Workshop have made. Not so much the rules, because I didn't know about those, but changing the names was the particular thing I got upset about.
They destroyed the old world. I grew up with that in the 80s. So.
They did destroy the old world. I think a lot of us were very sore about that. Yeah. But you do have to move with the changes, so here we are. Well, the other thing I didn't like is I didn't like the Stormcasts. I had a large Empire and Bretonnian army, which I loved, and they were apparently out the window, which also upset me. So I did play a few games when it first came out, and I have to say I didn't particularly enjoy those. Partly I was playing with my children, and it didn't engage with them, so that made it. Therefore, we couldn't really play at home, and they were far more into Space Marines. You may, again on Geek Dad, I've written a few posts about painting Space Marines with them. But anyway, through those Space Marines, they got me into painting my models again, which I've really enjoyed. And then Pete basically just kept going on about let's play some games. So here we are. So he's got me here, and so we are going to try and play a game. I imagine during the game I will do try and keep doing things like old 3rd edition, which is what I used to play many years ago. So keeping everything all nice and tightly in units, and trying to run away all the time. But we'll see. I have read the rules. I can't remember any of them, but let's see how we go. And I think it's going to take me a long time to come to terms with the fact that you can fight and shoot in the same turn.
Yeah, and on that one, we're doing a matched play game, so it's going to be 1,000 points or 1,020 points, I think, to be exact, on both our sides. My undead, or death as they're now called, spectral hosts, against Robin's Bretonnians, as he says. We're going to be playing the Take and Hold mission. We're not going to be using any of the Grand Alliance rules at the minute, or the magic items, or any of that stuff, because frankly, we're just going to be getting to grips with the regular rules again first. We are going to play with a couple of house rules, one being if you're in combat you can only shoot at the thing you're in combat with, because it doesn't make sense to turn around and shoot at somebody else. And the other rule is measuring base to base, because I don't care what this nonsense GW came up with about measuring from the model. It's silly. Alright, we're just doing bases, and that's the end of it. So we'll show you the armies, go through it, and then we'll get on to playing. Okay, so my army, I've got 5 Hex Wraiths here. Duda at the back's the one in charge, just no command in these guys. Down the front here I've got a White King. Oh no, focus. There you go. White King here, battle standard. I've got a Necromancer and a Cairn Wraith over there, or Cairn Wraith, how would you say that? Cairn Wraith? Over the back here I've got 2 Morghast Archive, big dooders.
Yeah, they're a bit scary, I'm not sure about those.
I had to field him, I've not finished painting, I had to field him. And then I've got 2 basic units of guys here. So I've got 10 skeletons, swords and boards, and then in the back I've got 10 at the front, 10 spearmen. Both have full commands.
Okay, these are the Bretonnians. You'll see these are vintage models. Some of them are metal. So I don't know how old that makes them.
Enough lead here to kill a small.
No, I think they're probably white metal. They're not lead. I have got some lead ones, but I think they're all Empire. Okay, so here we have the Paladin Standard Bearer and his best mate, the Bretonnia Lord. And this is a foot paladin. Now, some of you may think it looks like an Empire figure. That's because it is. Because I don't remember Bretonnians really having any foot troops when I used to field them, so I had to borrow one for my Empire troops. These are 5 Grey Knights. These are, I probably enjoyed most painting my Grey Knights of all the things I ever painted.
Don't like them.
At the back here we've got the Bretonnian Bowman, and I've brought in the Robin Hood type figure as the leader there because I've got him. He's a little bit chipped because my 7-year-old loves to play with him because he's Robin Hood. And then we've got some men-at-arms here, fairly standard. Now they have actually got a standard, but I have lost the drummer, but we'll find him one day, I'm sure. And finally we have 8 Knights of the Realm, which hopefully will vanquish the undead. Okay, here we go. This is all a bit daunting, to be honest, because I really have, under the new rules, have no idea what Pete's army can do. We sent photos to friends and he said hex rays, ooh, nasty, which is not what I wanted to hear just before I started playing. My plan...
just remembered a few different things. We're not playing Take and Hold at all. We're actually playing Blood and Glory, so we've got the 4 objectives marked out.
Yeah, these are my archers I've deployed here. I've put the stakes down so that they can have, but you'll have to imagine those because it was only just as I was packing up tonight. I didn't have any models for those at all. This is my Bretonnian Lord there, and he's backed up by his Ground Knight buddies. I put the Standard Bearer in the middle in the hope that his sort of inspiration can spread far and wide. I put these here, the Knights of the Realm, in the hope that I can zip round the obstacles, and the Men-at-Arms basically are going to hopefully park themselves on the objective and not move. And one final thing, I put the Paladin over here, just to give the bowman a bit of support should they get attacked.
And over on my setup, I've got a unit of 20 Skellygogs with spears here, and then got on with my Hex Wraiths, as well as my Necromancer and my Tomb King with Battle Standard. I then got a Cairn Wraith there. I still have that Cairn Wraith. Cairn Wraith. Cairn Wraith. I've then got 20 more Skellies with swords and boards, and my 2 Morghasts at the end. So I finished setting up first, so I've elected to make Robin go first.
Okay, well, my first move will be, as I said, to move these guys over the objective. He's standing backwards, which is probably not a good start.
There are no wenches.
I'm very much not used to tightly packing all the models, so this feels a bit weird. And those of you who've played the game before are probably already laughing, what's he doing, because I really have no idea.
Yeah, you're going to have to bear with us here. This is literally our first 1,000-point game, I think.
Yeah, we had one game about a year ago, which was obviously well before the General's Handbook, and Bretonnia won hands down, but I think that's because it was probably incredibly unfair.
You had the Fey Enchantress.
Yeah, and the Green Knight.
Yeah.
I'm going to move them to here, and I can never remember how far. It should be all right. This could be the first. My youngest has been in school about 10 days, and I have less free time than I had when he was at home, and I can't work out. I'll move him. I'm not going to move him too far this time. I'm going to put him there. He actually moves 12, but I don't want to gallop him. Right, these I'm going to move to here.
So those are your Grail Knights?
These are the Grail Knights and the General.
And they move 12.
The Grail Knight only moves 10, but the General moves 12.
That's right.
But again...
You could run them. You'd give you another D6, but then I might be able to get charging on you. So.
Yeah, I'm working on the fact that you won't be able to charge both units. But let's see how that goes.
Okay, so we did forget something before all of this, which is the first rookie mistake that we've missed, is the hero phase, which is right at the start.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
So we'll do that now. So the hero phase is basically your general can use his command ability.
Okay.
Okay. So try that again. So command phase, which we didn't do, is.
Sorry. Charging. If they get to charge, they get to re-roll their charge roll.
Excellent. So
which combined with the trumpeter over here is pretty powerful because the trumpeter allows you to roll 3d6.
Nasty.
And then use the best 2.
Cool. So he's got his ability on. Movement phase, which we just did, and now we're on to the next phase.
Shooting. Okay, this should be a short phase in this game.
So shooting. These guys. What's the range?
These guys, 20, so they're out of range.
They are out of range. Right, so no shooting?
No shooting.
So the next phase would be...
They're going to fire a few,
warning shots.
Yeah.
So the next phase is charge phase. There is no charging. No charging. Probably not. It's only... I assume it's 3d6, but you pick the 2 highest.
I picked 2 highest, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no charging, hence no combat, and as a result, no battle shock. So, over to Undead, turn 1. Right, so, My White King, oh, and we didn't mention this either, but we didn't declare our generals. My White King is the general, and your, what is he? Lord?
Bretonnia Lord.
Bretonnia
I
Lord.
think you'll find I did declare my general.
Sorry, you did, yep. Okay, so my general is going to use his command ability, which is Lord of Bones, which is a death rattle unit within 18 inches, can make one extra attack until my next hero phase.
So what, a death rattle unit?
And that's what these guys are.
Oh, okay.
Skellygogs are death rattle, so I'm going to cast it on those. So those guys get +1 attack with each of their weapons until my next hero phase. So if you charge them, they're going to have 40 odd attacks. So, my other hero ability is Magique. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that as well. He's also going to plant his banner, which means he can't move, but everybody within 18 inches of him gets a 6-up ward save effectively from every wound caused. Yes, I can. So I'm going to cast Arcane Bolt from him.
Okay.
Oh, another house rule, just bringing things up as we go along. The forest blocks line of sight. I know in most games people play actual line of sight, but as there's only 3s, it's pretty rubbish forest, but we're playing that the forest itself blocks line of sight.
Just like to say, he's making up these house rules and telling me on the fly. So.
We agreed all of them, I'm sure. And we also aren't doing any kind of terrain special rules because we've got enough to try and learn at the minute. Yeah. So 18 inches is just enough. Whoa. I'm going to cast it on your Grail Knights. Okay. Not my dude over. So, casting value on this one, I roll 2 dice. Casting of an Arcane Bolt has a cast value of 5.
That guy awfully look like Saruman, you know?
He's my Sarumancer. Yeah. So, time for some dice rolling and casting value of 5. Cast. Now you can't stop it, can you? You have nothing that stops.
I just have to check. There is something.
You might have.
One of my. It might be these. One of them has something odd about stopping a spell. So
go on then.
Okay, so yeah, these guys here, they have the relic. I can't remember what it was now. Relic something, and their holy relics enable them to unbind one spell.
Now they can only do so if they're within 18 inches. Okay, so you're miles off. So all you do is you take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, that's all I do. Oh,
yeah,
that's all right then.
Yeah. So D3 mortal wounds. Oh, 1 wound. Okay. So
the Grail Knights have
one wound. They've got 2 at least, I would have thought. So 1 wound on that guy. Oh, how many have they got?
I'll have a look for you. No, 2.
2. So he's down to 1. Cool. So that's the end of my hero phase. He's planted his standard. He's used his ability on them. He's cast a spell. So now it's on to movement. So, first thing to move is going to be Morghast, who can move 9 inches, and they're going to run. So they move an extra D6 inches. 2.
He's bought his good dice rolls today.
Yeah. So they're going to move up to here.
Interesting.
They're going to move over there. The Skabellybobs. Now you're going to get a charge on me regardless, so I'm just going to move these guys forward a little bit, 4 inches. Okay, so next thing is my Cairn Wraith, and he is going to move 6 inches, and I'm going to run him as well. Another 5, so 11 inches, and he's going to go.
Well, I've no idea what he does, but I'm guessing
he's a bit choppy. He chops.
Oh, okay, he's got a scythe.
Yeah, it's a scythe. I'm going to move these guys forward a little bit, but not so much that you're going to be able to shoot me. So that's over 20? Yeah. Move those guys back a bit. Just so they don't get shot to pieces straight away, because they're going to get ripped to pieces in a minute. He needs to run. My Necromancer.
Your Necromancer's running, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to run that way. Okay. So he can run 9. Just over to here, keep him out of the way of all the giant blokes on horses. And these guys are going to just move up whilst destroying the terrain. Just to here, readying a counter charge.
Very nice models, those. I like those.
They are very nice models. Thank you very much. So that's movement done. There is no charge to declare, therefore there is no combat, and then there is no hero phase. So that is the end of turn 1. Okay. And we need to go over to the beginnings of turn 2. Okay, so beginning of deciding who goes first in turn 2, and Robin's not happy.
Well, it's just one of these things. It's the new change in AOS. I'm not used to it, and I forget that if you've gone second, you might not go second, not first. Yeah, I'll try that again.
It's not I go, you go.
It's not I go, you go. So again, because it actually really matters for a Bretonnian army. Because if you don't charge, I say you lose your power. So actually, forgetting that Pete might get another go before I get to charge. I'm not sure there's much I could have done, to be honest, because the board's small.
Plus I've only got a 4-inch move.
We'll see. I do remember in the game we played a long time ago that I got 2 goes in a row and it meant I annihilated him.
You did. Plus I've only got a 4-inch move, so if I do 4 inches, I've got to go. I've got a fair way to go to get you. So.
Yeah, that's true. But not these guys. Anyway, let's roll. Let's roll.
Gonna roll. So who goes first?
Giant dice of who goes first.
So Robin gets
it's a 5. Oh, it's good. It's good.
Oh, boo! Robin goes first. Turn 2. So first thing is hero phase.
Hero phase. So again, he's going to cast his well, not cast. He's going to use his
command ability.
He's going to use his Lord of the Realm ability, which basically enables him to any units with an ability within 15 inches, which is all the
those guys.
Horses.
Those guys within 15 inches. I'm going to say yeah. So they can re-roll.
Yeah, they can re-roll. They can re-roll their charge.
No.
And because they've got trumpeters, this one actually doesn't have a trumpeter, but they have trumpeters. They get to roll 3 dice when it comes. When the time comes as well.
So that's the hero.
I suppose the only charge is to help your Bretonnians not fail their charges. Okay, so some movement. Pete and I quickly discussed the stakes. And here, there's nothing in the rules about not moving. Yes, we use cocktail sticks. I'm not sure we've got them the right way around. But anyway, that's just to mark the line because I am going to move these stakes over.
So anybody who has anything to add on that one, it says you plant the stakes at the beginning, but it doesn't say the stakes don't get moved with the unit. I guess you could argue that they can't just rip the stakes.
Well, I think they probably don't. Going from sort of Agincourt, hiding behind the stakes, no. But I'm going to leave them there so they can come back behind them if your men attack.
If I get near.
Cool.
Well, that makes sense because they're a piece of terrain. So
yeah, they've basically become part of the board.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm
going Project 1 after this. Model some stakes.
Yes.
So.
These guys.
So make sure 3 inches away.
And then I'm going to take this guy down to 9.
No, you're not meant to attack my hex rays. I'm meant to go for the skeleton. Look, there's a giant unit of juicy looking easy to murder skeletons there.
Yes. As I don't know the relative ability of any of your troops.
Well, I was hoping to run them around a lot more. It doesn't look like they're
going to risk doing this, although it's getting a bit dicey on the charging front.
Dicey? Oh yeah. You could bring him. Not very wedge shaped, is well. It also.
Well, I want to put them in a cavalry wedge.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I play Bretonnia is because in the when I got 3rd edition rules, Christmas whatever year that would have been, sat reading it. In the advanced rules is the cavalry wedge formation, and I immediately fell in love with it. Right, and then I'm going to move these guys, so I can go within 3 inches.
Within 3 inches, so you can go up to
actually
about
they only move 10, so they can go about there. Do we think?
Yeah, about that sort of.
So that's within the 10, so we'll
just move them up.
Okay. I think I'm going to leave those where they are. There's no pushing back or anything in this game, is there?
No,
so they're basically they're over it until they start dying.
Yep. They're going to start dying.
Yeah, I know. But hopefully so will these guys.
Well, they're already dead.
That is true. Now I wonder whether I need to utilise my standard bearer rather than just trying to.
Well, what does his standard do?
Yeah, that's a good question. Take battle shock tests.
So if he kills a hero or a monster, then none of your peasants have to take battle shock tests.
That's right.
Well, the monsters are these,
and the hero.
Or my heroes, which there's a couple over here, and there's one there. So he's gonna. Oh, he's going for. Oh crap.
Is that alright? Is that alright going across
the 12?
It's 12.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
There's no penalty for going through terrain.
Oh, is that?
No.
Okay.
Now, if he rolls to charge and he doesn't get enough to get into the necromancer, he can just pick any target. It's just any unit within range. So you don't have to declare a target.
Okay, so you just roll to see how far he's charging.
Yep, and then see where you want to put them.
Okay, well that's good to know.
Not for me.
Okay, so these guys are going to move. I think their move is 5. Should I check that, or should we
It's probably 5.
Okay, I think it's 5.
Yeah, so these guys do move 5 inches.
They do move 5.
We were just saying that it's nice that
when everything moves quicker, humans used to move 4, but if they had armour on, they moved 3.5, or they moved 3 if they had heavy armour on.
Elves moved 5 or 6.
Yeah, but then they didn't like. Yeah, so but I like. Yeah, I do like the fact that the game. We'll move this guy. He can do what he likes. I've completely forgotten about him.
Paladin.
So there we go. So I'm going to move these guys.
So now all within 20.
Well, hopefully, there might be some that aren't. No, there aren't.
So that's the end of the movement. So next phase is shooting.
Okay, now is this the time for the volley of arrows? I think it probably isn't.
Yeah, what you reckon? Oh, no, I would have. But
you think? Well, I don't know, because these aren't your main guys. Mind you, they could do some nasty damage on those. Yes, I'm gonna use it. Let's get it done.
So what's the ability?
It's triple shots, I think.
And there's 16 guys.
Arrow storm, it's called. Sorry, not volley of arrows. Arrow storm. Once during the battle, you only do it once.
Yep.
You can triple the number of attacks made by the longbows.
Ow.
You know, because this is our first video, we want to do some fun stuff.
So does your champion attack?
The champion,
plus is 10.
Villain, as he's called in this.
Elaine.
Villain makes 2 attacks with his longbow rather than 1.
Okay, so he gets 6 attacks, and then you got 3 lots of 15.
Which is 45.
It is.
So that's. I'll show you the hero first. I mean, the hero. He's not really a hero. They're all the same. But we'll do him first.
Okay, so hero 6 shots.
So 6.
Blah, 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 blah.
I don't actually know what I need. Well, probably the 5 and 6s will do it. And the.
I'm guessing.
He's 5. They're 5 plus.
There you go. So 3 hits from him.
Right, and then so 15.
That's not too bad.
No, it's okay. That's okay. So that's another 5. So what have we got there?
3, so that's 8.
8.
Eight. Oh.
8. Another 4.
So 12.
12.
And 1 more shot.
1 more.
If you keep under 15, so you can just roll those dice, then that'll be helpful.
Oh, that looks a bit better.
Ow.
12.
Plus another 7.
8.
8? 20.
20 hits.
So that's 15, there's another 5.
Okay, so that's 20.
Yeah, so what's your wound roll?
It's 4 plus, I think.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go. Sorry. Forced to wound, wow.
So 12 wounds, I've got 12 saves of 5 up because there's no rend.
No.
So 5 up saves. Yeah.
Lots of 6s.
Yeah, well that's not good because I wanted to use the 6s on my next one. So I now get a 6 up ward save.
Probability doesn't work like that.
Ah, there we go. So 5 wounds. 5 dead. Meep, meep. Meep. Meep.
I can't remember how breaking and stuff works.
So now it's time for charging. So you've got to declare charges. Well, you don't declare charges, you roll your dice and then you rolls your dice.
Obviously these are all going to charge.
You sure?
Yes.
Nah.
So I get to roll 3d6.
Ow.
And then I use the best 2.
So which one are you charging with first?
I was going to start with these.
Radio. So 3, 6. I think you're in range.
8 inches. Yep.
So you can move each of these models 8 inches. The first one you move has to be within half an inch of an enemy model.
So if I go this way, then I can do it like that. Can
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
put them into there.
So those guys are in there.
Okay. I'm not going to go to this guy next. I'm going to go over here because this is the one I'm not quite sure about.
So your Lord.
The Lord.
3 dice again.
3 dice again. 7. But I can re-roll. I can re-roll if I need to, but I don't think I need to do it because that's 7.
No, 7 will get you in. It just
fine,
depends on whether you're going to charge straight into them or not.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go over there, I think.
So 7 just gets them over there.
This is a bit more interesting.
Yeah. Not so much. 10 inches, wherever you like. Pretty much all straight right in front there. Ow, my poor X-rays. You're within 3 inches of them, they get pulled into combat. So
okay.
I could then pile them in an attack as well. So you might
want to avoid.
Yes, because they get +1 attack at the minute from his.
Possibly. I don't know. Can I?
Up to about there.
So this one could definitely go in.
Yeah. So you might want to just put the other guy behind.
Okay.
Oh, move the wound counter on.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're doing.
I was hoping you'd leave him out. Leave that
And
hard.
now.
Okay, now this guy. So I roll his dice. I think you know where it's going to go.
11. I think you can go wherever you like.
Right. Okay. I don't know the relative merits of your of charging. I think I'm going to charge for a necromancer because that's more fun.
Yeah, not for me.
Okay. So this is kind of like one of the good things. I used to take this game very seriously, and it used to be very stressful. Actually, one of the things. This is quite nice and relaxed, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's good fun.
Well, that makes two of us.
So,
well, about the not knowing thing. I'm not having fun now. I'm getting splatterated. Okie dokie, so now we're on to combat. So, combat-wise, you pick a unit and roll an attack, then I go.
That's right, yes, I remember that rule from last time we played. I really like that, actually.
You've got 4 there, so you've got your thingy knights and your what's it knights.
And the Bretonnian Lord, presumably counts
your
as
Lord, yep, your Lord and your standard bearer.
Okay,
so
well, I will start with
it's got to be the Lord,
the Lord, I think, yes. Lord. So he's 3+ to hit. And 4+ is to wound by looks of things.
He's got a horse as well.
I can add 1 to the wound and damage rolls with his sword and lance.
Lord attacking the hex ray.
So yes, 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
4s. So that's 3 hits.
3 hits and
4s.
Sword to wound.
Oh man! Oh no, hang on. I can add 1 to the wound rolls.
Boom.
So that's 3.
First off, my hex rays have a 4-up, effectively 4-up unmodified save. That's not so good. And now I just need to check to see if they get the same save ability from the my White King. Yeah, any death model gets a save on a 6+. So, save from the White King standard? No. So that's 1 dooder there. I mean, oh no, it's a D3 plus 1 8, so that's at least 3, that's at least 6 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough to wipe everyone out and leave 1 wound on 1 guy.
Okay, that went better than I was anticipating. I still have 4 ground knights left.
Yeah, 1 wound on him. So now it's my turn. So, do I attack with these guys over here or my necromancer? I'm going to attack with these guys over here. So, first thing I'm going to do is pile in. Yeah. Robin also forgot, he's got to attack with his horse. That's probably going to be enough to finish off my poor little guy.
So the horse, I think he's got 2 attacks at 4+.
Evil horse. 1 hit.
And that's a wound because it's 4+ to wound.
Alright, 4-up save. New 6-up ward save. Right, now I'm going to continue with my attack of vengeance over here. So I've got 20
I feel a
guys.
little like I wasted my ground knights there. I didn't realise the Bretonnian Lord would do that.
Yeah, they kind of got left behind there. So I've got 20 Skeletor Bobs. So I'm on now. Okay, so I've got 20 attacks from these guys. Now they are within 6 inches of my hero, which means they get a +1 to hit. Whereas they have hand weapons. My hit roll is now 3+. 3+ to hit. So miss. That's pretty tasty. And I'm on 4+ to wound. Also fairly tasty. So that's 10. 10 saves.
10 saves.
So Robin's about to decide which 4 guys get the chop.
Right, so I don't need to do anything with those now because they're safe for the moment.
Pretty much.
I can't do anything with those guys because they've got nobody left to fight.
Nope, so your only choices are either attack with the...
I don't suppose I can attack him, just because
I don't think
he's nearby.
I think you're within 3 inches, are you within 3 inches? Oh, yeah, you are within 3 inches, so your guys could pile into my...
Okay.
I don't think many of them will get in, you'll only get like 2 or 3.
3? Yeah, definitely not.
So yeah, so you'll get 3.
Well,
So
well, that's better than standing there waving at him.
Better than being stabbed with the eye with a sharp stick.
So...
Yep.
So that's 3 attacks on him.
So 6 attacks.
Yeah.
Champion get +1.
No. Yes. I can re-roll all failed hit rolls if before rolling dice I hold a grail or goblet and shout, "For the lady!" in a heroic voice. So hopefully that counts.
I think we'll just assume you do that in the future.
3+.
Oh, not good.
Not good. Might have to re-roll these.
Oh, bottom. Why?
Because I did the for the lady.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I hit them all.
I didn't want to. No, you hit with everything.
Okay, so the wound is 4+, but I add 1 to the wound rolls because of their lances when they charged, and that's also add 1 to the damage as well. So that's average, that's 3.
So 3 hits.
Now you save.
What's your rend?
-1.
So 5 up saves, 3 of them. No, and I got 6 up ward save. So that's 3.
Come up to 6 then.
And they're D3 damage?
No, they're only 1, but they're
okay.
+1, so they're 2.
So that's 6.
Yeah.
So he's dead. My necromancer has a mighty 1 attack.
Oh, okay.
So 1 attack, and he misses.
Okay.
Time for the paladin to lay the smackdown on him.
Okay, he has 5 attacks.
Yeah.
So it's 3s and then 3s.
Okay,
And
so
-1 red.
paladin attacking, 3s and 3s.
3s and 3s. Ooh!
Well, the necromancer might survive another turn at least.
Just the 1 wound.
Oh.
Any saves you have?
Rend,
-1.
-1, so he gets 1 wound.
Okay.
So he is down to 4 wounds. And I think that's the end of the combat.
No, I'm going to fight with these guys.
Oh,
If
damn.
that's alright.
No.
But sorry, I have forgotten something. If we can just rewind, Pete. I'm really sorry.
Yep.
The standard bear egg, its horse gets an attack.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
That's
So
4s and 4s. 2 attacks, 4s and 4s.
2 attacks from the horse, which we forgot. 4s and 4s.
1.
1 hit.
No.
Hooray!
Okay.
He's still not dead yet.
Okay.
4
So
wounds
the Kniggets of the realm are 3s and 4s, and there's 4 of those, and they have 1 attack each.
3s and 4s. 3's hit.
Oh, that's a bit better.
2. 4's the wound.
Oh, that's about average.
2 wounds.
2
Any rend?
wounds. No rend.
No rend, so 5's to save.
But I can add 1 to the wound rolls.
I didn't save anything anyway.
Okay. And damage rolls. So, okay.
So
You didn't say there's 2
dead.
damage then.
Oh, right, okay,
Because
so
they get a turn
4
once they charge.
guys dead.
And then I've got the horses to do,
Yep.
which is 4 4s and 4s.
Evil horses. 4s and 4s. 2.
Now, normally the horses do much better than their riders.
Normally, yeah. And no rend.
No rend.
No, 1 more wound. Battle shock phase.
Now their bravery is 6, but they add 1 to the bravery of this unit whilst it's within 8 inches of a free people hero.
That's him.
So they have 1 there.
So 7.
They had, it's a bit too late now, they had heraldic shields, and I can add 1 to the save roll for this unit until the combat in the combat phase if they charge in the same
Oh
turn.
no.
Never mind, there's a
So
little
I
learning curve for us
I forgot they
there.
had +1 saves, and their 4 might not have died.
No.
Might have lost.
Yeah,
Not
well,
lost.
I think I seem to remember the dice rolls were pretty
they were
pretty terrible.
fairly bad.
Yeah,
So.
so I'm sure when we play it back we'll see.
Yes.
We see.
So we get +1 for being near a hero and +1 for that banner
I
as
lost
well.
4,
You lost
so I have
4.
to roll a d6
So your bravery 8. So 4 loss. Unless you roll a 5 or 6, you're okay.
like that.
Oh dear. So 2 guys run away.
Okay. So, and do you have to do the same?
I do. So I'll start over here. The Skelligogs, they have a bravery of 10 and I've lost
Whoa,
5.
Okay, so that kind of.
So they're less likely to run, especially when I roll a 1. So they're okay.
Okay.
And over here, again, I lost 5 models. So roll another dice. So they're okay. You wiped everything else off the
Yes,
board
I did.
clean, so they don't.
He took a wound. Does that matter? I don't know.
No, heroes don't take battle shock.
Okay, right.
So I think that now means that it's my turn
I had a
too.
bit of a sound glitch there. I managed to not push my headphone jack fully into the phone, so I apologise for my muffled turn 2 with the excitement of the game.
This isn't going well for me. Everything's dying.
Yeah.
Right. So I've got a plan. I'm not out of the game yet, and I think I know how to get out of this. Hero phase. I don't have a general anymore, so no general ability, which is a shame because I wanted his battle standard. So first thing I'm going to do is these guys get D6 models back. 2.
2. Better than nothing.
Better than a smack in the
Better than
face.
nothing. I
with
suppose
a
they were
wet
already
fish.
dead, so I can't moan too much.
There.
So actually, it was quite good getting rid of all of those ones rather than just leaving one behind. But they
No, Hex-Wraiths don't come back.
Is it only skeletons?
No, there are other ones as well, but Hex-Wraiths are ghosties, and the ghosties don't come back. Whereas these, I've painted them up spirity, but because they're just skelegogs, they will come back. If I ever get my zombies painted, they do the same thing.
Yeah,
so D6 over here. I didn't show it on the camera, sorry. 2.
Two.
Seems to be a pattern. For 2 more guys.
2. Okay, that's less than. Mind you, they were pretty potent.
They were potables.
Yeah.
Right. So my my necromancer is going to cast arcane bolt on this guy.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
You ought to get pluses for hitting there, really.
I should, but right. So 5 cast, 10 cast. So I don't think you've got anything to stop the.
Only with his within 18 inches, which is not.
No. Miles away.
Yeah.
So that's D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wound. I don't like. Ooh,
Boo.
1.
1 mortal
So
wound.
that's
So how many wounds has he got?
5.
5. So 4 wounds remaining. 4 wounds left.
Oh, very nice.
That's how many you left?
Oh, look at those. They're rather good, aren't those? Zoom in there, people. You see.
Yeah.
They will be available through the Robin and Pete video shop.
Yep. Obviously.
As soon as it exists.
As soon as it's something is actually there. Right, so that's the hero phase done. To the movement phase. Now I've got a plan to save my guys. The first thing is going to be that these skelly-bobs are going to move up this way. So I've got to stay out 3 inches.
There could be a charge coming.
No. 3 inches away. Make sure we're all 3 inches out. Okay, so this guy's going to run and flee.
They don't know you're there anyway.
No, that's true. They're too busy looking at this way, thinking they're just going to nuke this guy. So he is going to run and flee. So he moves 5 inches.
Now, if I
plus...
say in 3rd edition, you can chase him, but we're not playing 3rd edition, so we won't do that.
Oh, 6 inches. So he's going to move 6 inches over this away, screaming.
Okay, 6.
My Cairn Wraith is going to move. Oh, what does my Cairn Wraith move? My Cairn Wraith moves 6 inches.
You see, I don't know how good these troops are, but I can see it could get pretty sticky for mine.
Well, he looks really impressive, and I bought him mostly because I love the model.
It is a lovely
However,
model.
I'm not sure he's great. Now, I can't remember. I think because they're in combat, they're in 6 inches, they can't move. The skeletons, they'll just pile in during their combat phase. The only other things I've got is my Morghast. Now, I can't decide whether I chuck my Morghast at your dudes over there.
Well, I would just leave them there. I would say they're crippled by indecision and can't move.
Yeah, not so much. Okay. They're going to fly over this way.
That's what I would do, because these aren't that good.
Now, over here, we'll keep them more in the combat, and they might actually get a charge in there, but over here, 9 inches, they're going to get to about here, which means I'm going to have to roll. I'm going to have to get a 6 or a 7 to get these guys in.
Okay.
Now let's do it. Let's see how they handle it. So 9-inch move.
We've got to get these guys into fighting somehow.
Well, I want to see what they
do.
do.
And actually, to win the game, you've got to take these guys out, I think.
I have at some point. So these guys are going to go there, and we're actually shooting, but yeah, nothing. So,
can I shoot?
No.
Okay.
Charge phase. Right, so charging first. First people to charge are going to be my Skabellybobs over here.
I anticipated that.
You did, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a suggestion. Maybe the fact that you came over here meant I decided to do them first.
Oh, that's one of the sort of mind games I play with you.
So here we go.
3+.
4. So I've got it. I think basically if you get to the 3-inch point, you've got to roll double one to not get
that makes sense. Yeah.
So 4 inches means these guys are going to all come in. Right. So the next charge is my Cairn Wraith over here. Now I need to get within half an inch. I need an 8 basically. I need a 7.5.
Okay, 7.5. It's
5.
Not a 7.5.
It's not
so
7.5.
what happens?
It's a 5.
Dead, yeah?
Now I can Now 5. He can. I believe he can.
Oh, you can. Okay.
He can fly, so he's going to float over here instead. Now this isn't great because it means that he is kind of just sitting there waiting to get charged, unless I get the beginning of turn 3, and then he can leg it.
Okay.
Run.
Okay.
Oh, 5 inches is just not going to cut it. I don't think. No. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. 5 inches. Don't know. What do we think?
Sorry about
No. Next turn. I'm going to get the beginning of next turn. Right, so now we're on to combat. Now I've got to decide who I'm going to attack with first. Do I pile in with my Skellybobs? That's your lord there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm actually in range of him now as well. But I don't have to pile into him. I could pile in down here.
How does that work? Can you pile in anywhere you like?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so you just have 3-inch move to pile in.
So you can pile, because he's actually not engaged in combat, but because you're...
He's within 3 inches, so he is in combat now.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, comment in the in the comments below for this channel that doesn't exist yet if I'm talking rubbish. But I might as well just to get some attacks in on him. So I've got a 3-inch pile in with everybody. Anybody within 3 inches can pile in and attack. You can only pile in if you're within 3 inches. Okay. So the skeletons range.
So you will attack
is
now.
2 inches with the spears.
You will attack with these 2 and these 2.
Yeah, because that's 2 inches.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And the rest are pretty much all going to go into, apart from this guy at the back here, I think. Everybody else is within 2 inches of somebody. I get +1 to hit because they're within 18 inches of a death hero. So they're on forced to hit, forced to wound. So 4 on your lord first. Forced to hit, forced to wound. 1 hit.
Not good.
Forced to wound. 1 wound.
So I have a save?
Yeah,
on the
whatever your save is.
I don't know.
It's probably not a 2.
No.
Four wounds left on that guy.
Yeah.
And now I've got 12 more attacks on your regular guys. 4s and 4s again.
Okay, so these are less good, and there's not so many of them. Could be nasty.
I'm hoping.
Sorry.
Alright, 4s and 4s.
4s and 4s. Oh.
Not, well, average. About. Just slightly above.
Yeah, and 4s again.
7 hits. Ooh. 5 wounds. 4+. You can add 1 to save rolls if they charge.
Which they didn't.
No. Oh dear.
Just
3 wounds. 3 there.
So they've got 2.
2 wounds apiece.
They've got 2 wounds apiece.
And 1 guy's already wounded, so that's 2 guys dead.
Okay. I'll attack the can chappy.
Okay. So 1's going on the can, and the other 1's going on the skellies.
Okay, well, I hit the can.
4 to hit. Yep, roll to hit.
Wounds is probably not that.
Probably not 3.
No.
Okay, so nothing on the... And the horse?
And the horse is 1 attack again.
Probably 4s and 4s, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
So 3, no.
And then so on the skeletons.
1 hit.
No wound. And the horse hit. And wounded.
1 wound. So 1 saved me of 5 up from the horse. No, so 1 guy dead. Okay. I'm going to take off him over there.
Okay.
Right, so back to my...
The horses get 2 attacks.
Nope, another 2 attacks from the horses. No, and 1 to the cairn from the horse.
Yeah, thank you, well remembered.
Another 1.
Okay.
So the cairn race is going to go on those 2 guys. So he's 3 attacks, 4s and 3s.
Okay.
4s to hit. Whoops, snake eyes. So 1 hit.
The dice rolls have gone horribly wrong.
They've all gone to... they've just all gone to pot. 3s to wound. Oh!
So we'll go with the Lord. He's 5 attacks.
So he's going to...
And he's angry. 3s and then 4s, and I don't think he has any thing he can do, because it's all to do with charging.
Yeah,
These things happened.
Lessons learned. I'm guessing that's 4 hits. Are they 3s to hit?
I think so. I'm going to say that anyway, because I'm just looking at the other thing.
Yeah.
No, it is 3s to hit. 3s and then 4s. Oh man.
So
1 wound. 1 wound. It's forced wound.
Rend?
Yeah, rend -1.
Okay, so they don't get a save, so they're just 1 wound?
D3 wounds.
Oh, 2d3 then, because you did 2.
Did I?
Yeah. Didn't you?
No, I did 1.
Oh, okay.
I did 1.
D3.
I'll take 2 if you want.
2. Well, you took
wounds.
2. So I'll just take off those 2 guys. These skeletons are going to all pile in as much as they can without pushing everybody out of the way. Okay, so this time they only have a 1-inch attack range. So that's that guy, that guy. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. They're within range of a hero, so they're on 3s to hit, 4s to wound. 3s to hit.
Oh.
Whoop. Ah. Oh, they found their stride.
The black ones are
no, they didn't like me last time.
No.
4s. Oh, yes! 7 wounds. Oh, and your save is...
It's time to go home.
Go on, get out.
I think my save is 4+ for those.
Well, you got a save. Well, you haven't saved.
I saved 3.
And they're gone.
Yeah.
Back in the game, baby. So you got these guys over here now. I assume you want me to just tell them.
Yeah, tell them out. So that's 3. I think I can't remember Grail Knights.
And they can pile in. So I'll just make sure.
I think the Grail Knights have 2 attacks.
We got the 3 Grail Knights here attacking back. So 3s to hit. Chop. 5 hits. And
3s and 4s.
So 3 wounds. Any rend?
-1, I assume. Yes, -1.
What's damage?
1.
1. So 3 guys dead.
Okay, and then the horses. Well, actually, his horse didn't attack, I don't think.
No, I think you're right. I don't think it is. So
I think it's the same.
if they're the same, roll them all in one go.
Yeah, they are. So it's another 2 attacks. So that's 8 attacks. I love that the horses have 2 attacks and the men don't.
Yeah, it's just like, what?
So it's 4s and 4s.
These are all the horses.
Oh,
oh dear, the horses are tired.
Actually, it's not.
Actually, that's exactly average.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's an average roll.
Another average
2
roll.
more. And no rend, I assume?
No, they haven't got sharpened hooves.
So 5s to save. Woohoo!
One
Only
save.
1 more.
Okay.
Blip. Over here first. So I lost 6 Gabellabobs over from this lot here.
Okay.
So I've got a bravery of 10. Rolled a 4. 6
10.
lost, so that's 10. Bravery's 10, so nobody runs. And I lost 1 guy over here, so they can't fail.
Okay.
You have to take a test for these guys. They lost 2 guys. So they
they're
can't
9.
fail. So they're 9, you can't
Okay.
fail. So that is the end of that round. So that's the end of round 2. Okay, so things are getting pretty close now, and it's time for turn 3. See who goes first. This is a crucial
So
roll.
this could be this.
This
Could
is the
battle edges
decider.
on this.
So Robin's
and
gonna
It's kind of Pete's turn to win this one. So let's see what happens. It's a 2.
Oh!
It's not good. It's not good.
Oh, I'm
The
gonna
gods
go
are not
first.
smiling upon me. The
Yeah,
lady
boy.
has deserted us.
I'm going first. Okay, so my hero phase. He's gonna. Well, first of all, see how many guys come back over here. 2. This is a pattern. And I realised I killed off the champion before, so he's going to come back now. 1. It doesn't say where they can come back either, so I might as well just go and have them come back on behind them and stab them in the raw. And over here, see how many of these guys come back. 6. Now that puts that unit back up to full strength. He's going to cast a spell.
Okay.
And the spell he's going to cast... I've got Van Hel's Dance Macabre, which is on a cast of 6, and if so, that means 1 unit can pile in and attack twice.
Ow.
Now that's not straight away. I can't do it twice in turn, but it means that unit gets 2 attacks.
Okay, well, it's still pretty good. So you're going to pick this one, yeah?
I'm going to pick... I'm going to do it on these guys here. So cast of 6, now I'm going to get it off. Oh, 7, so they get to pile in and attack twice this turn.
Oh, good.
Right, now on to movement. Now they have to stay within an inch of each other still, which is a bit more fiddly with big models. That's the only kind of downside with these guys. He's going to go floaty, floaty, float. So I'm going to... Giant hand of evil. Going to get rid of a tree. I'll put it over here. More tree-ish. Apologies for the unpainted forest. It's on my to-do list.
It's not unpainted, it's blackened by the blight of the undead passing through it.
You can tell he's a writer. So he's just 3 inches away.
Okay.
And the Scamelabobs, they have to remain 3 inches away as well.
Scamelabobs is West Sussex for skeleton. So I don't think I'm going to have much to fight with next time.
Well, I was terrified I was done when you just took out my lord.
It's bizarre, isn't it? I seem to remember getting bogged down in your skeletons last time.
They do tend to... The trouble is, last game we played, I had a really small unit of skeletons, so you were able to wipe one of them out.
Right.
Because if you can keep them there, you have to focus fire with skeletons, or else they keep sprouting back up, and that can really just
I haven't
drag
got
you
enough.
down.
In the 1,000 points, there weren't enough troops.
Yes. But I don't know how these guys are going to fare yet either.
Really
so
badly.
Probably. He's just gonna come. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys do the fighting over there. You know what you're doing. Don't want to get involved. So that's movement done. Onto the charge phase. So I think I'm gonna do that one first. So
okay.
I need 3.
Don't get double 1.
Basically.
Oh.
I literally have to move straight ahead. I have no manoeuvring ability. I've just got to...
Excellent.
Whip.
Okay.
Now, one thing that does work in your favour there. Now my Cairn Wraith over here is going to go for him.
Don't get a double 1. You do
4.
like to cut it fine.
I do.
These undead.
Yeah.
Expend no more effort than is necessary.
Well, they're dead. They haven't got much energy to go around, so... And I might as well charge with these guys as well.
Okay.
7, so they've got plenty more room, so they can come all the way around here a bit more.
Can I not run away?
Well, in your turn, yeah. It's turn, I think.
Yeah, the first turn is really crucial. Okay, it feels like it's really crucial, but then it wouldn't have been fair for me to have the first turn for sure.
combat phase. I've got to do the Morghast first. It doesn't matter what makes sense. I know the Cairn Wraith could have a go at your Lord, and your Lord's just going to swat him. But I've got to do the Morghast. Okay, so I have 3 attacks apiece. I've got 2 guys, 3 attacks apiece, so 6 attacks. Okay. I can do math. Okay. Or maths, rather. So I am on 3s to hit and 3s to wound.
For Geek Dad, it would be math.
Yeah, that's true. For our Mirakion cousins. So 4 hits, 3s to wound. That was about average, I think. So 3 wounds, they're 3 damage apiece.
Okay.
So
does that mean you really kill something really badly, or you kill? That means 9 of them die. That seems a bit unfair. We'll go for the Lord on this guy.
Rightio. So the Lord's going to turn around. He's going to have a go at the.
I've forgotten how many attacks he's got already.
Cairn Wraith. So here we go. 3s and then 4s. Oh, 4s. Yeah, that's pretty good.
3.
3 wounds now.
1 rend you have.
He it's ethereal, which means he ignores your rend. So he's got 3 4-up saves. 2 wounds. Are they 1 wound apiece, or?
Oh no, the D3.
Oh no, he's only got 4 wounds. Unless you roll Snake Eyes, he's dead. Right, so it's my turn. My skeletons have got 2 lots of attacks over here. I just realised. So
yes, you can pick
I'm going to do them first.
Okay.
So any piling in that gets anybody closer, a bit closer. So he's not in base space. So you can't pile in. You can't move a model that's already touched base to base with the model, but you can move them around a bit so they can fit in. As far as I'm aware, like I say, anybody put a comment in the thing if I'm talking rubbish. So 4s and 4s. Oh dear. 4 hits.
Oh no, 5s and 6s in there at all. Oh, actually. Okay.
4s again. 1 wound.
Jammy.
That wasn't good.
So they've got a save of something or other.
5. It's probably 5.
Yeah, you haven't.
So okay, that didn't do nothing.
Wow.
So your turn to attack back with somebody. You guys just deserve to die after that one. 4.
And I'm going to say for the lady.
You don't have to say that.
Okay. I'm not going to say it.
We're good with you just assuming you said
Well, I forgot last time. So they're 2 attacks, 3+, but I get to reroll and I miss.
What do you need to hit?
3+.
And did you get a reroll or something for the lady thing?
The lady, 3
Ow.
reroll.
And 1 extra.
1 extra.
4 hits.
And then it's 3s and 4s, isn't it?
Why did you put them back in? You miss. You can't have those. 4, so 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Rends.
Rend -1.
So 2 dead.
Okay, so the horses get 2 attacks, and again they can take advantage of the 4 lady apparently.
They obviously go. The lady. 4s and 4s.
4s and 4s.
So 2 rerolls. For nothing. 4s again. I don't think that counts. I don't know what it's going to go to. 1, 2, 3, and I've got 5 up stacks this time. So 3 saves, a 5 up. 2 more Scabelly Bobs dead. 1 and no, I don't have to be in range. I can take them from anywhere, which is a bit odd. You punch one and someone else dies, but I'll take those 4 off. 9 attacks, 9 in range. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now these guys are near the hero. So they're on 3s to hit and 4s to wound. 3s to hit. Not great. Well, about average. 4s to wound. 2. So 2 saves. No rends.
No rends. Save is 3+.
Ping ping. Chow chow. Right, so 5 attacks, 3+, 4 hits. What's the wound?
3+.
3+ the wound as well. 3 wounds. There's a rend.
Yep.
So that's
he's only 1 damage.
So that's 3 guys dead. 1 wound. 5 up there. Another one. Time for the Red Dawn. Time for running away. Run away! So these guys get to pile in, so they can pile in 3 inches apiece.
Okay, and they actually have got
2-inch range.
They've got pole arms. They've got 2-inch range.
Okay, so that's 8 attacks.
8.
Yep. 5s to hit.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good actually. Yeah. And what's wound?
4s, I think. Yep, 4s. No, there's no rend on it.
2. And I've got 4 up save.
Oh, boo!
You do nothing to us. Okay, I think that's end of combat.
Yes,
so
it
the
is.
next thing is Battle Shock.
Okay.
So over here I've only lost 4 guys, so I can't lose any for that.
I didn't lose any over there.
And I lost. You didn't either. No, you didn't. So everybody's just fighting to the bitter end there. I lost 4 guys here, so I can't lose anything there. And over here, you've lost.
It's pretty bad.
You've lost 9.
Yeah.
So you lost 9 guys to start with, plus another 3.
Okay.
So that's 12. Your bravery is 5.
Okay.
So you lose 12 minus 5 is 7.
7. So I lose 7. They're all dead.
They're all gone. So loads got slaughtered, and the rest went, you know what, we're not getting anywhere near enough for this, and decided to leg it. So that is the end of my turn, and I'm feeling pretty happy now. I was pretty done in, but now happier. Now it's over to Robin's turn 3. Right, so Robin's turn 3. First thing is hero phase. You can also do a different ability which picks a unit within 12 inches and it makes them immune to battle shock.
Okay, well we'll do that with
on these 3 guys.
These guys, I guess.
Yeah, just in case. Although I think with your bravery and everything.
Yeah, well, nothing else is within 12 inches.
True. Movement. So these guys are going to move 4 inches.
5
inches.
So that's good. Okay.
These guys have moved up over here.
Actually, yeah. Okay, 20. They're all within 20. Yeah. Yep, they're all within 20.
Cool. So we're going to shoot them guys to pieces. Is he moving?
No, he.
Does he need to be within a certain range of them to?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But he's going to stay there.
Right. Shooting.
Okay. Unfortunately, I can't use volley of arrows again or arrow storm again.
So you got 16 shots.
16 shots.
Into Muscaburly Bobs.
Yes. 17 shots at 5+. That's the kicker. So it's 5+. Isn't that great?
Archery dudes into these guys. 17 shots at 5+. Don't they get a +1 for the paladin?
Yes, they do.
There you go.
Thank you, Pete.
2 more hits. This is how us Brits play. No, after you. No, I insist after you. No, I'm sure I lost that.
And then it's force to wound.
Force to wound. No, I definitely lost that one. So slightly
below average.
Yeah. 5 wounds.
5 wounds. No rend or anything.
5
I
up to
don't think.
6.
No. Oh,
3 dead.
3 dead.
Splink, 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 splink. So 3 dead.
Okay. Do you still get double attacks for these guys this go?
No. That's only
just last go when it was
it was only for the spell, which I believe is.
Does that only last for 1? It's only half a turn.
It's only the next combat phase.
Right. Okay.
So that's shooting done. So next is combat.
So it's 5 attacks.
That's just filthy. 5 attacks at D3 damage each. He can take out a dragon in a turn if he's lucky.
3+. Okay. Yeah. Right.
5 hits. Here come all the 6.
That's 5 hits. So was it 4+ now?
5 hits. So 4's to wound.
4's to wound. Oh, it's 3.
Oh god. And there's a rend on that, isn't there?
There's a rend on
so
that, yeah.
3d3.
3d3.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's 6, yeah, they're all dead.
Yeah, come on, the knights.
Wink. My unit.
No.
My skeletons. They are all dead. Boo. Bad knights. And you have only lost 2 knights and taken a wound. And they've taken out the Cairn Wraith, 20 skeletons, Hex Wraith, and the Lord so far. Suddenly everything's not so rosy again.
This game is bizarre. I don't know whether
really
it always like this,
back and
but it's a real ebb and flow.
It is. Just like 1 minute you're like, I might as well just give up now.
I pretty much, I pretty much was going to give up, and then you had that bad roll on the Ground Knights, and it suddenly lurched back in my favour.
Yeah. And the first turn you charged and annihilated all my centre, and I was like, well, I might as well give up. And then suddenly I thought, well, there's no way I can lose this. And now suddenly I'm sitting there thinking I could lose this. He's going to just whip around here. Nobody else can actually get close enough to be able to. There's actually stabbing. They're just going to move in a bit because they can't get into combat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do 3s to hit because they're near a hero. There. And 4s to wound. Come on. Oh dear, 4 wounds. So 4 saves of
I got through. Honestly, I got 3.
Yeah. So he's down to 3 wounds.
Yeah, the recorder. I put the camera down, and then then suddenly it was all right.
How convenient! Oh, I saved everything. Everything was a 6.
No, and he said I wasn't. I was more subtle than that.
Save is 4+. So yeah, you're okay.
Okay, so now it's my attack.
Boo.
5 attack. You haven't left him up. It was save is 3+.
Oh, so well, you still need.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Okay,
because he's the paladin standard bearer, not the paladin.
5 attacks at 4s.
Well, I guess in there.
Well, 1's not there. The rest definitely did.
Yeah, and it's 3s to wound as well.
4 wounds on a 3+. 3 wounds. Rend.
There's -1 rend. It's only 1 damage.
Okay, so that's 3 guys dead.
Okay, and then I've got the horse.
I'm going to take him out.
2 attacks from the horse.
A horsey horse. 2 attacks. 1 hit.
Come on.
1 wound.
No rend.
No rend. So 5 up save. Save 1.
Yeah.
Well, all they needed was a little encouragement. The battle shock phase. Now these guys are pretty shocked because there's just dust left, so they don't exist. These guys only lost 3, so they can't fail.
Okay.
The only other ones are heroes or characters that took wounds. So I think that's the end of turn 3, and everything suddenly is looking a lot less.
Again, it suddenly feels like who wins the next dice roll is going to turn the tide. Rolling for turn 4 then. Again, I think this feels like it's going to be decisive. But I said that last time, and I'm not sure it was, but
it will be because I'm going to get the turn.
Were you going first? Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh dear.
Pete, turn 4.
Oh dear.
Hero phase. First of all, I'm going to get D6 skeleton mobs there.
Just the 2.
Just the 2. It seems to be a pattern.
Yeah.
I'm going to put them around this side because I feel like
unless you know something I don't, because they're engaged, aren't they?
They're engaged.
So they can't move.
They can't do
much.
anything.
These guys, you kind of got to stay within 6 inches though.
Well, if I want to capture that for scoring, the trouble is if I don't come back this way and help over here, I'm going to lose him and these guys.
Yeah, it's a difficult. Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm actually in trouble. Oh, I don't know what to do now.
Well, you could let me have a go.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I think I do know what to do.
Yeah, I know. Objective remains under the player's control until the enemy is able to gain control of it.
Okay. So
once you gain it,
so that'll be under your control.
Even if the capturing model's later moved away. So I've captured that, so that's all right.
Okay, that's interesting.
That does change things.
It does,
and it means that I'm probably going to bring before I do anything else. Magique. I'm going to. Do I cast Van Hells again? So I think I'm going to try and zapparate some wounds off your lord with an arcane bolt.
Okay. So what does that do?
Arcane bolt with D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, that's quite good.
Cast of a 5. Cast. So you have nothing to stop it, do you?
No.
So D3.
Not now these guys are dead.
Now so far he's done 1 wound and 1 wound. Okay. So
2 wounds.
So he's down to 2 wounds. Okay, so movement wise, these guys are going to have to come over this way. Fly, my pretties. So 9 inches takes him to about there, the other side. Now they're not going to make a charge, I don't think. Or they could if I roll like double 6. And I've got nothing to lose, so I might as well want to do that. But for first, I need to move this guy. He's going to stand up on the hill and generally look pious and make some comment about Gandalf not turning up. No shooting. Charge phase. So I need a double 6 on these Morghast. So double 6 time. Oh, got 1.
Unlucky.
Does that mean just one of them can charge him?
It means they can charge each other.
Oh. I'm not going to do that. I think so. We're on to combat. It's going to be a pretty swift one here. Piling in. The champion's finally going to get in there. Now he's worked out what he's meant to be doing. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks. I get 3s to hit. That wasn't bad.
That doesn't look good. Ow.
So that is 8 hits. No, 7 hits. No, 8 hits. I can count. And 4s to wound.
Ooh,
4 wounds, exactly average there. So 4 saves of 3 up.
No!
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
Oh.
I've just got some straws. I need to clutch it over here. Really wanted him to survive at least one more combat, so I could do some damage because his 5 attacks would have been very useful.
So that's the end of my turn. That's the end of combat. No battle shock, which means Robin, it's over to you for turn 4. Okay, so movement-wise, all I can see is that you can't end your turn within 3 inches. Okay. And if you're within 3 inches at the start, you can't move. So there's nothing stopping you doing a flyby to get in there.
Okay, well, let's move him.
Suddenly things got tactical. I thought it was just going to be a charge in and mutilate, and now it's tactical.
It's quite late in the day here.
Oh no, some of those guys are going to be in range if they move. No, so we said the wall's 1 inch.
Okay, is that all right?
Only those 3 guys are in range for. No, I think you're going to end up with some and some, and some just not doing anything. Archers have moved up a bit, so they're going to go shoot.
Well, the off chance he does, I might as well bring him up.
He'll give you +1 to hit, so.
Yeah.
And over here, you've now captured this one.
Yes, within 6.
So
it's what do I do with the Grail Knights?
You can't be within 3 inches of me, remember? So that's
within 3.
Just around there.
Okay. That's this command ability. He is doing Lord of the Realm this time.
Cool. So Lord of the Realm want him.
The Grail Knights can reroll failed hit rolls if I shout for the lady, which I should do, obviously.
Whisper it though.
And
for the lady.
For the lady. So it's shooting.
Yep. So we said we've got 4 guys over here in range of those 4 there.
4, okay. So it's 5 to hit.
Yep. 4's to hit, isn't it? Because of
yes, it is 4, but it's still
1 hit
and 1 wound.
1 wound onto my Morghast.
Saved. Okay, and then how many?
6 more shots onto my Skadoodlers.
4s. Sorry, I didn't roll that very helpfully for you. There, did I? It was
3
4s and 2 wounds.
Dos segundos. 2 saves. No. Geschblurg. Oh.
Now to charge.
Yeah, right, so you can roll first and then you can move them.
So the Lord
3 dice, isn't it?
And his is re-roll charge rolls.
Oh, okay. So 4, but you can re-roll that.
1 and I fail.
That's true, so yeah, so do you re-roll it?
No, I won't go re-roll.
Okay. No, I'm just not going. And they're going to charge many, so 10. They can get wherever they like.
Slam.
And
it basically just counts as all being in, doesn't it?
Pretty much.
Okay, so they are definitely within 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Just going to spear him right in the gut.
He hasn't got any guts. Okay, so is it combat then?
It is combat.
So I guess I start with the Lord first.
So 5 attacks.
Yep.
3s to hit.
Yep. I don't think I've got anything else.
4 hits, 4's to wound. 2 wounds, and it's -2.
-1.
4 up save. 1 save, so
D3 plus
D3 plus 1.
plus 1.
So 2, so 3 wounds. They're down to, so one of them's down to 3 wounds. 3 wounds. So I get to attack back now. So I'm going to put 3 into your Lord. I'm going to put 3 into your Knights.
Okay.
So the black ones are onto your Lord.
Okay.
So I'm on 3s and 3s with a -2 save. 3s.
Oh
dear.
Lots of 6s.
3s. Oh dear. Oh. So your Lord's got 3.
Okay.
So 5 plus. Rerolls a 1. So Lord's 5 plus. Rerolls a 1.
Yeah,
so he did.
He's dead.
Oh, got him. 2 of those.
Had 2.
One of them saved, so 3 wounds on the other one. So that's 1 guy dead and a wound. So you've got 2 guys who can attack back. 4 attacks, 3 plus to hit. 3 hits, not bad. And what's the wound?
4 plus, I think.
4 plus to wound.
Yeah, it's a -1 save. 1's the wound and damage rolls, so that's so
it'll be 2 damage if I fail.
If you fail the save at -1.
No, 2 more damage, so he's down to 1 wound.
Go to the horses.
4 attacks.
4 attacks.
4 attacks on the horses, 4s and 4s.
And I can re-roll that.
Horses are doing better than the knights. Well, no, yeah.
4s and
4s to
4s.
wound. Oh no, 3
3
more.
saves. I might take one out.
3 saves of 4 up.
Oh,
Oh, so he's dead. No. So on to battle shock. I can't fail mine, but you might be able to fail your. What's your bravery?
7?
No, you can't fail it though.
Okay, they have
You only lost one guy
as well.
The end of turn 4, and it's getting pretty slim pickings now.
So this is the final turn, and I can't actually believe how close it is. I've got no idea how to get the ebb and flow of this game, but I think for us it boils down to this combat, and maybe what my archers can do, and maybe what your wizard can do.
We've realised that I can't contest these 2 tokens over here. Basically, they're Robins. I could maybe try and run those guys, but no, not even running. I couldn't make that. That's insane. So I can't contest these 2 over here, and over on this side. It really comes down to how Robin does in this combat, but I don't think he can contest these 2 because I've got all of these skill bobs.
It's just a case of who can take the most points off the other person.
It does come down to points.
I have to say, nearly all of my points are gone, so I think it's probably going to be Pete.
Most of mine are as well, especially if you can get the Morghast guys.
Yeah. So. Okay, so we roll these?
So, yep, last turn. See who goes the last turn.
I think, strictly speaking, it's my turn next.
No.
Or not. Oh,
definitely resoundingly my turn.
Smiling on us, lady.
So hero phase, D6 of these guys turn up. 4. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, so he's going to cast Arcane Bolt on those guys again, I guess.
Okay.
Because if I can get a 3, they're already dead. I don't cast it. No. So he's going to just make sure he's still within 6. He's going to stand there and lord over them. I might as well move these guys up. I'm just going to them because that's probably enough and it's past 11 o'clock at night. Charging, going to charge these guys into them. 10
now we know. Okay,
so pretty much
over for these guys.
Everybody's in. At least they died bravely fighting the Morghast.
I think they've done pretty well, those Grail Knights.
They have. They've slaughtered their points worth.
Stood up well.
Okay, so that's charging and now on to combat. So I'm going to do Mr. Morghast first.
Okay.
So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh my god. Oh, 1. Wounding on 3s. There we go. So it's -2 rend. So there are 6s. 1, just 1. Oh, no. And that's 3 wounds. That's enough to kill them.
Oh, so they lucky guys.
So it's Robin's last turn because there's no battle shock or anything. Nice quick game at the end here. I know we're mopping up a bit now, but we'll finish the game. We're going to go that extra. Robin just needs to get as many guys in 20 as he can.
Caught in the forest.
I'm going to let you shoot them all anyway because he's big and flappy. So okay, so shoot her in. We've got everybody from there.
Yeah.
13 shots.
13.
Hitting on 4s. That's not bad.
On average.
I think you're going to need a pretty lucky set of results here, but...
So it's 4s again, isn't it?
And I've got 3s.
Ooh, I think it is 4s, because it's 5s and 4s.
There we go. So 5.
5s.
That's not enough to kill him, I'm afraid.
Is it not?
No, because he's got 6 wounds.
He's lost 1, or was this from the other guy?
That was from the other guy. And I saved all but one of them.
Well done.
So he's down to 5.
I think you're the winner.
So I think that's the end of the game. I've contested these 2, and Robin has these 2. So we're going to have a quick tally up, and then we'll have a quick summary at the end and points total.
Well,
that was interesting.
Yeah, I've learned a few things. We've totaled up the points at the end here, and I have 280 left on the board. And Pete has...
And I've got in the 400s, because the Morghast unit, it turns out you have to wipe the unit out, and the Morghast are 240 points, something like that.
Yeah, which has raised an interesting point. Perhaps I was an inexperienced player, but actually it would have been better for me to run away with the Bretonnian Lord and the 2 Grail Knights, because Pete wouldn't have been able to catch me.
No, you would have across the board.
And so I would have had an extra, the Grail Knights were 200 and the Bretonnian Lord was 140. So it would have been much closer. Alternatively, I should have attacked this guy because I would have probably killed him.
Don't know if you can see him off screen down there. If he's off screen.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Necromancer's here. I could have attacked the Necromancer.
And he only had 4 wounds, so he would have died.
Could have killed him. But instead, I attacked the Morghasts. It wouldn't have been the chivalrous thing to do. I think the Bretonnians would have tried to vanquish the Morghast. So anyway, but it was good, and actually
it was a cinematic end at least. They charged bravely into combat and then got slaughtered.
And it was much closer than I expected it to be, I think.
So I think and really get a different ebb and flow with. One turn you think you're on top and you're winning, and the next turn suddenly you're on the bottom and you don't know where you've gone wrong, and then another turn and it's all completely different.
Yeah, I think the most dangerous position I ever found myself in was when I thought I was winning. At the point at which I thought I was winning, everything turned to cheese.
Because end of turn 2, I'd lost my hex rays, I'd lost my lord, I'd lost my my necromancer was in combat at that point. I was really under the
I think you were lucky that you got three good first turns.
I did, yes. I think that helped me out immensely, and I think that whilst the other games, the old I go you go style, which you used to play before, gives you a chance to plan things out maybe in a way that can help you plot a victory out easier. In this way, it's much more fluid.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't played enough games to decide whether I like it or not. I think it's good. I think probably if you play over a lot of games, you have an advantage going first. In all sorts of board games, going first is actually an advantage no matter how small. And I think probably that's why they've done it. I'm sure people who are far more experienced have discussed this before. But I think some of the things to do with keeping the game moving, like the extended movement rates and the fact that you can move and then charge, mean that getting 2 turns in a row is exceptionally powerful.
Yes. Well, especially for Grail Knights and stuff who've got quite. I mean, your movement's 10. Yeah. So if you're 24 inches away, you're going to be in 4 inches. Well, if you march the first turn, or run the first turn as well, you're pretty much guaranteed a turn 2 charge. And I really underestimated the speed at which you could cross the battlefield and left my hex rays right there. Had I known that, I'd have moved them out of the way, and try and screen them a bit more behind some other troops.
I think with Bretonnia, you've got to try and lure them in, but then maybe try and get them to charge something you don't want, and then hit them hard with the things you do want.
I did notice that Bretonnians lack mortal wound capability. There's nothing really doing any mortal wounds.
No, the paladin, funny enough, I think can.
Oh, okay. It's good he sat over there.
But not very much. I think he can. He can choose. I think his special ability is he can choose to use all of his attacks and hit them as one attack that does mortal wounds.
Oh, okay.
But you're right. They don't have very many mortal wound things. That's not something I'm used to. So I don't really know how to play it. I think the
trebuchet.
Yeah, I don't have a trebuchet model, sadly, because they never used to have them for the...
Anybody wants to donate one?
They didn't used to have them for the Bretonnians.
Yes.
When I played, and the Empire had cannon.
I think they brought them in like 6 or something like when the Bretonnians were released in the starter set with Lizardmen. I think the trebuchet came in then because they just realised...
Maybe. I didn't play in those days. Some of these miniatures date from that time, but I used to paint and not play.
I think we were discussing, we realised that the Archer's arrow hail storm thing would have been better used on, say, the Morghast, because whilst they're big and scary looking, their save's only like 1 better than the skeletons, and it would have been better to do 4 wounds to a Morghast.
Yeah, that was a bit of an experience. We were excited. We wanted to make it cinematic for you guys.
Exactly.
So I shouldn't.
Both of our viewers.
Yeah.
Which are
hi, Mum.
Yeah. Hi,
she's Mum. She won't be watching. But Mike. And so
I think there was definitely a learning curve, and there were a lot of things that you forgot about re-rolls and stuff with your attacks and things.
I don't know how to get around that. That was the problem I found. To be honest, it's a problem I've always found with this type of game.
So many things that help other things that you've got to remember.
But particularly Agents of Sigmar, I found that when we played our other game, last year, that we had more things that did things in that game. I forgot all the time, or I think I slightly misremembered one, so I made one much more powerful than it actually was. And that is an issue. I don't know if there's an easy. It's all well and good having an app, but the app doesn't sort of shout at you when you're doing it wrong. Yeah. But I think I actually enjoyed that a lot more than I expected, and I hope you guys did too.
I enjoyed recording it as well.
Yeah, that was fun.
Although the fact that we kind of didn't record half of turn 2, which is probably quite an important turn, and I think Robin didn't get any sound in one of his turns.
I think that was turn 2 as well.
Yeah, so turn 2 is kind of a bit of a washout. Unfortunately, that's where everything kicked off. But
we did toy with taking all the forces off and replacing them with different army.
For a whole turn, but you missed it. So sorry about that.
But where we go from here, I don't know. I'm quite keen to play more Warhammer, but also some more other games.
Yep.
I've got a few other games, particularly the Batman miniatures game I'd like to try. And I've just got Kill Team from Games Workshop to try as well. So that might be fun and a good painting project. But I think because we're kind of doing this on a shoestring budget, it might be a little while before you see many other forces.
Yeah. We've got kids, we've got jobs, we've got families.
And trying to paint them and get them ready. So maybe Bretonnians and Death for a little while, but
you may see more.
We're going to try and make it a bit more narrative driven, maybe, and hopefully add a few. I'll add some order unit every now and again. Peter will add some, I don't know, whatever they're called, Death and Destruction.
Well, I've got some art Kemrian archers that I've got painted that I haven't used yet. I might swap the hex rays out for next time. I might use the Black Knights because I've made them so I can use either. I've got a Tomb Banshee as well. Might use her next time instead.
Okay.
And at some point I want to get Manfred, but that's going to be like a 2,000 point game.
Right. I suppose I'll have to. I can try and find my Empire. Start with Empire one day.
Yes.
And then I've obviously got some Stormcast, but none of them are painted yet.
Well, I've got some Stormcast upstairs that's sort of painted.
That might be fun. That might be fun to do. I've got a really nice idea for a paint job for some Stormcast, but it'll be, my painting speed will be sometime in 2017-18 before they're actually ready.
yeah. So stay tuned for another year's time. Second battle rep will be up.
Yeah, which is possibly true because it's taken us quite a long time to get this one to go. Yeah. So there you go.
Fingers crossed. Leave some comments below. Obviously, Mike. Make sure you do that. And so the more positive feedback we get, if we get any,
we might
more chance we might do it again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers.